Instead of a menstrual cup review or tutorial, today is something a little different, and I'll be talking about the Cup Buddy. And friends of mine have referred to this as the putty stick. So what is it? Let's get into it. Hi, I'm Kim from Nirvana, and I talk about menstrual cups, menstrual products, menstrual discs, and today, menstrual cup sticks for your vagina. If you're new to menstrual cups, make sure you check out the quiz on Nirvana.com. Nirvana is where I post and share all of my educational efforts. And if you're shopping for reusable menstrual products, you can check those out on period.shop, which is the URL. And those are vetted, trusted products that I love and that meet the spectrum of needs for menstruators. This small little device is called the Cup Buddy, and I bought it on Etsy. I think I paid $8 plus shipping, and it came with two. This is one. The other one has been in my vagina and was found by my son, who said, "What is this?" while holding it in his hands.
Mom, what? You confuse me.
Just don't touch it.
I won't.
You already did. Something I had to explain, but basically, this is a device that is designed and intended to help someone remove and break the seal of their menstrual cup when it's inside their bodies, who otherwise cannot. So here it is. It has this scoop portion, almost like a spoon, but it's pointy. It has a screw handle. I don't know that that actually does anything exactly. But let me show you the use case, and then you can decide for yourself if this is a good product idea or not. You know, I'm in the camp that tools are hard because you can't, when using a tool, feel what you're doing, and that's the biggest issue. But if you are someone who has consistently struggled with a cup that won't break the seal, like you can't reach it to break the seal, more specifically, like many users can, this could help. If you're someone who really needs, your cervix is so high that every single menstrual cup, even some of the longer ones like the Lily cup, can't be reached, maybe this is a help for you and enables you to use a menstrual cup. So I'm not saying there's no use case for it, but for the general population who are using menstrual cups, if a menstrual cup is not letting you break the seal and you can reach it just fine, to break the seal with your finger, chances are you just need to try a different cup, or you could switch to a suction-free menstrual disc, which is a different product but worn and does similar things. So with this cube, I will show you how it goes. You insert it and you try to reach the rim. It has a little curve. You break the seal. And in the instructions, it looks like you use a second hand while breaking it to pull the cup down once you have the seal broken, which is hard with a cube, and admittedly was actually hard even when I wasn't holding a cube and I was physically doing it myself. I ended up trying to push and then with the same hand pushing against the cup while moving it down. And this looks a lot better and went a lot better than it did in my body. That's because I could see it. Tools, when you can't see what's happening and you can't feel, because with fingers you can feel, with a tool you can't, it just makes it really hard. You just don't know where you are on the cup. You don't know if you're at the rim yet. You can't feel when this kind of hits the rim when it's in your body. And that was my problem. So yeah, here's the footage of me trying. So you insert and allow air, and then you pinch and remove. If I were trying to break the seal with it, so it's in, I'm pushing. It's a round thing, so it's kind of hard, but you can see how it would do something. But now, if you undo it, then it just reseals. Makes it really hard to get out while it's in. And I tried it several times. Try number 2. I just couldn't use it. Yeah, it was not, it It did not go that great. And like I said, my point of view is of someone who doesn't need it. And I wasn't going to put myself through that situation over and over and over when I knew I could just pull the cup out. But if you're someone who can't just pull the cup out or can't reach the cup, this could really come in handy. So I don't want to say this is dumb, although I will admit fully that that was my initial reaction, was that who needs this? This is dumb. You know, I catch myself in those moments where I don't think about other people. My husband has said sometimes I'm a little selfish, a little self-involved, and not aware or thinking about other people, and I'll cop to that. So, you know, my initial reaction to menstrual cups was that they were disgusting and I never tried one. I tend to jump to one extreme, when initial reaction to a product or a concept, and then as I think about it and reflect on it and consider other use cases and other people, I'm like, oh, okay, well, yeah, that could work for them. So while it didn't work for me, I'm at least going to share this video because maybe this is exactly the tool you're looking for, and it's quite inexpensive when you buy it on Etsy and you get two. I do believe you could reuse it. It's plastic. You should be able to boil it for sanitation. Certainly you can wash it with hot water and soap. So it's another step, but if this is what enables it to work for you, a menstrual cup to work for you, then washing a cup and washing this isn't going to be that big of a deal breaker. I didn't find that it was hard to wash. It was just not pleasant to put this hard plastic thing in and do the process. It wasn't torture, it just wasn't pleasant. And because I don't have to use it, I wouldn't voluntarily continue to use it. There are other people who have tried it. I looked up some reviews. Some of the reactions were that it just didn't work for them. Some people it did. Others said just use a kitchen spoon, but I guess this handle would be a little more comfortable than a flat kitchen spoon. I'm not recommending putting kitchen spoons in your body, but then again, it could be a plastic spoon and it would be no different than this. So I don't really know. Maybe you should put a kitchen spoon up your vagina. So that said, if you've had a good experience with the Cup Buddy, if this has enabled you to use menstrual cups, if you have any feedback, let me know. It would help other people watching who might need this product or who are nervous about trying it and do need the product but want some reassurance. I will quickly say that I've been a bit MIA from YouTube. Summer vacation, the kids are home. Not that they haven't been home this whole time, but they're home and trying to do some activities, so that's nice. And we went on vacation, and honestly, YouTube has been really hard to work up to doing filming for because I've been doing a lot of TikToks. They don't require makeup, they don't require lighting, they don't require fancy audio and high quality or relatively high quality for my home studio production. And it's just easier to get that information to people who need it in a phone. So if you haven't followed me on TikTok yet and you love educational menstrual cup and menstrual disc advice, I would definitely hop over to TikTok because I put out content almost every day. You can also find me on Instagram. You can find me on the Facebook group if you need more help and advice and guidance from other peers who use these products, and that's facebook.com/group/period Nirvana. I'll put a link in the video description. Make sure you're subscribed if you haven't already. This is a short, fast little guide to this product, and there's not a lot to say. You shove it up there and you poke it and you scoop it out. See you in the next review. Thanks for being here. Bye. Fire makeup, and they don't require lighting.